As to bear, they were attacked and forced to flee their home. You still hold their response fee for the lack of mean.
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. They not hold themselves to higher standard. I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own consequence? With your parent land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You are right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. Let's see. Remind the nobles Albertique he's have duty to his people.
What?
What about if it's back home?
Obviously.
I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You didn't worry about him, so I must apologize taking up your precious time today. But before I go, I would have you know that the refugees are my people, and no matter your standard, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure you must come across rather harshly, but it's not I know I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parent, granted by your relation, you're left to the harsh truth of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. You have terrible praising, my good man.
Hang on.
You should choose more carefully.
Stop.
Oh, that's a good thing to say. Good. Alright. I should turn up there. Yeah. Oh, my man, my good boy here. Understanding the nobility. I am sorry, Renkiff. I wasn't able to pursue Lord Hadron to Arthur. I was always going to be to order, but he taught us aside. Found it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide. Please don't apologize. That you went to such effort is more than we could ask. Besides, you didn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on the building your great house.
Yes.
Ours haters must rise again from the ruin that human wrought. Restored former glory, or I should hope, to greater heights still. I heard you believing off the generosity of noble family respect your lord parent. To be brought so low can have been easy for you. You are people who only wish to see your house flourish once again. With your inheritance you could.
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you were unaware. I suspected much given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separately from the estate. Of this I have no doubt. Though could be just somehow aware.
Taking that into account.
Interestingly, if it were any clue left, I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Let's go investigate.
Well then.
Downlight investigation, Lord. Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived this fire.
Hey, so.
Regardless, I will make the journey back home on my own. I'm not burdened with wild goose chase. I am with you, bro. You fight with me against a necromancer and 2 human. I have to be with you. Yeah, roll to the end.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you haven't dared to keep me calm. I have avoided this long. It is time to face the ruin of my home head on. Might I ask for your help again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. Row before hoe. Huh? A proud, noble, storm keeper and inheritor of the warrior virtue.
No.
Though thy bond, a new heroic embodiment slumber within thee, have come to blossom.
A new power.
Ere this new power, foster this connection, and by thy strength, fulfill thy destiny. Shakespeare hurt my tongue, man.
Of course I'd like you to come, but...
Swordmaster. Oh. You can now study the Swordmaster. Try seeing what new power awaits you. Yay! I do hope you find the inheritance your parent left you. All they hoped for was that you would come to your own with a worthy house. They would be so proud of how wise beyond your year you have become. Your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worried to say a mention of my father, but whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. I pray await my return. I should not. I pray await my return. I don't know how I did that. I'm pretty sure like the maximum is like 1500, so I like fucked up like a few there. All right. So.
All right then.
Can I go out? Or is this like
Come off it. Hey. Come off it.
Set. All right, let's go listen to the fairy.
Oi there.
Today is not a good day. I believe we're in the middle of the story. Would you care to hear the next
What
part?
do you want to do?
Yeah,
My thanks.
lovely. Head to tavern, pick up the tale. It mattered little in the end. Let's see. I believe we led off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy thanks to her for saving her life. With a bit of time skip here, this next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. Yeah, one day to venture from a cave. So lost.
That's awful.
Wow. Well, not really. Back in those days, there's no entertainment, so everyone get up to BS sooner or later. Lost in the dark, what you'd find? A fairy, of course. It's beautiful, just as the fairy my grandfather had described. In a way, same fairy. Again, they're the fairy. What? It was the first time we even been to the cave. Then don't blame me in by the piece. The grandfather realized the fairy mistook him for his grandfather. The boy is long gone. I'm his grandson. Consider a moment. You people die so young. Wow. The fairy let my grandfather out of the cave like she did his grandfather before. The whole time to keep his grandfather's regret in mind. In turn, thank you for helping my grandfather. If you're wondering if history repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave that village when my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found to find a fairy here in Grandrat. My family fate tied to the fairy. Wow, his family like meat. Alright, let's count with me here. 3 generation, and each 3 generation meet a fairy. Like the granddad, not the son, but the grandson. Like, this is like 3 of 3. That's like cosmic ritual right there. Well, I'm glad you got closure with a fairy. And meeting you like this? Who knows? Maybe it really is fate. I felt like my imagination improved.
All right.
A little. Not even a little. I think I need like 2 more. No, I need 6 more. Each is like 10.
Well, then.
Time to go back to others. Alright.
It would seem the disaster was averted.
Oh yeah. The people who go on combat on the final
Right
day.
then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Yeah.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
I'm very bad at voice acting. Sorry. Oh well.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, Whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether
I
you're from our
declare
fair
this.
capital
Ah!
or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The Church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent, and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news, too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that, too, was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
Is that a problem? That is not good.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
Don't worry, cat waifu. Don't worry. I go look for her.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Everything is fine, cat waifu. Everything is fine. Don't you worry. We get the girl back. Hopefully.
Where?
You're kidding.
All right then. Go.
Let's see.
Okay?
Welcome.
You have my thanks.
Those who see duty through the completion speak fairly. This is where you're to pursue from now on. Thanks to Budget for membership, make use shop service. Bye. Ow. Mage Flame. Enable multi-target fire skill. Mage King. 50k. Everyone can use this. I'm pretty sure like that. It take 16 SP. Oh, look at that.
This?
Alright. Now, where am I going?
All right, then.
Wait.
What now?
Rank 3? Maria, where are you? Unknown. Near village. Where are you? Where is she?
What now?
Man, not so best friend. Mrs. State. Where is Maria?
I certainly can see it being Louise.
Oh. Sanctifex Forden.
What exaltation? Give it a fold, I say. Anxious?
As you stop me. Your feet and runs this lip. Regarding man.
Come off it.
No, how did it... What to
Another week. Tell how bad thing traded is, I suppose. Huh? Gunner runner. Don't even know who belong to. Oh, that's a gun. Oh, wait now. Wait a minute. How the F is a bunch of bandits able to get this? I just realized. Right.
Indeed.
No one wonder. True, they are too high. Where is Louise?
What am I gonna do, eh?
I don't mind.
That'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I shall never again escape drinking rubbish.
I'll take the crown now.
My voice is like my throat is literally like awesome.
Ornament for the throne.
I am. Also, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Closure, eh?
Read it all, just said I've fallen. Yeah.
That's terribly unfair.
Hey, man.
So foolish it arouses great pity.
Why?
Let's not.
Hey. All right. So where are we actually going?
Foolish, it arouses great pity.
What should I do?
Tournament for the throne.
Him?
Huh?
Hello there.
Do you know a little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl that walk the street alone. You're just asking for trouble. Just went inside. The way I look, no one to stop her now. No matter how many glares you get. Alrighty. Come, child. There's danger here.
Huh? Why?
Yes, everyone is worried about you.
Everyone was worried
Appear
about
to her healer
Sorry.
nature.
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray. And he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he?
It is always hard.
It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That is not why.
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It will work out.
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once. My voice is not good for anything. But I will try.
I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to... Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing...
But much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
That's not my doing, right? Alright, that's the game.
Even so, we have to try.
Sitch. But what can you do? Child.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
You who wish to be king, become popular with the populace.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together. 2 head is better than 1, and half health is better than 1 health. No. And 2 half brain is better than 1 brain.
Let's think about it together. Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Oh. Want you read it? He's a noble, he can read.
If you don't mind, since we finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We have a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Yes, very good, very nice.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I should talk to you one more. Sometime this century. I unlocked like 3 boys, like 2 boys already.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch or in it to win?
All right.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying